So hello, good morning everyone. So today I want to explain about a new topic since a lot of people asked me to show about how to initiate onboarding 2.0 from SuccessFactors recruitment management. So I'm going to show you that a simple method and which is very easy to handle, and but I'm also going to give you some inputs also that when you initiate SuccessFactors onboarding 2.0 from SuccessFactors recruitment management system. Right. So now let us log into the system. But one thing I want to tell you before you are going to initiate that, the initiation of the applicant from your recruitment management to your onboarding 2.0, and you have to make sure that the candidate or the applicant should be placed in one of the applicant statuses, so that if the candidate is not placed in the applicant status, so you cannot initiate onboarding the candidate from to your onboarding initiation is not possible. But I'm going to show you that. Let me click on here, recruiting. So when you navigate to the recruiting, so you need to see that on the job requisition page, and you can see there is a candidates the column you can see, right? You can also do it from here, the candidates tab at the top of the page, but I'll do it from your job requisitions which are already placed here. Now you can see the candidates who applied this particular job requisition. So when I click on this one of the candidates available, and all these candidates who applied for this particular job requisition, you can see now you are on the candidates tab. Now you can see this, you call it as a talent pipeline, or you can call it as a application status. So now if you want to initiate, the candidate, the initiation of the onboarding to your 2.0 from your recruitment management, the candidate should be in one of the application status. That is the first thing. Okay, now you can see here you are on the onboarding 2.0 status. When you are here, and you can see there are three candidates listed here, and make sure that we are doing it for the external candidates. Okay, so if you are initiating the onboarding 2.0 for internal candidates, so that will become a cross boarding. So we are not talking about it. I'm talking about onboarding 2.0 for external candidates. Okay, so now here when you see that, you can just click on this applicant, and now as soon as you click on it, the application page is going to open. But I want to tell you, the initiation of the onboarding is only possible on the application page only, but it is not possible on the candidate summary page. Okay, so you have a candidate profile, right? You cannot do it the onboarding initiation. It should be only on the candidate application page. But now you see the candidate status here is already there with the status, right? But you can see there is a take action button here, and if you see there is an initiate onboarding button. But I'll do it two ways. One is I'll try to make an error and I'll rectify, so that tomorrow when you initiate, so that you can take care. Okay, but now the simple mistake what we always do, you can see there is a start date field, right? So what everyone does, for example, I want to initiate onboarding 2.0, let us say today, or 14th of August 2020. But sometimes you don't fill this field and you directly try to initiate it. But actually sometimes what happen, you enter that start date, and without saving it, sometimes what happened by mistake, we try to initiate onboarding. We can see now the system tells you that you are about to initiate onboarding process for Taylor Ross. Please click the confirm to continue. But now what I have done here, if you observe, I just entered only the start date, but I have not saved it properly. But now what will happen when you don't save it, and then if you try to confirm your initiating of onboarding, so automatically the system is going to show you the error message. You can see we are unable to initiate the onboarding process because the values for the following fields are missing or maybe not mapped. So that is referring to the start date. You can see here. So that is why you can see still you can see the start date, but the problem is you have not saved it properly. So try to save the first the applicant information that about your onboarding status from when you are going to initiate. Okay, so now the applicant is being saved. You can see it became a gray mode. Okay, now you please come here and you please go and click on initiate. But I want to also show you something. You can see in the onboarding portlet, and you can see that it was requested by the admin, and the date and the submission status is failed. You can see it. Now, one more thing I want to also verify, who is your recruiter? And you also need to verify who is your hiring manager. Okay, so if it is being configured, let me show you. Okay, I'll show you in different method. This applicant hiring manager also I'll show you, so that he is the one who is going to once the onboarding 2.0 is initiated, the hiring manager is the one who has to collect the information, and he is the one who has to review the data, and he is the one who is going to add all your hiring tasks. But there is another shortcut. You can see at the top of the page, right? Hiring manager is a Baker. You can see here, but you can also configure here in one of the portlet, and which is missing in this application. And at the top of the page, you can see who is a hiring manager for this external candidate, Ross Taylor. Right. So once the application is saved, click on the take action button once again and click on initiate onboarding, and then you please click on confirm. So now you can see the onboarding process for Taylor has been initiated, and you can see now please click on it, and then you can see still this is showing as a failed status. Okay, but I'm going to show you, don't worry. And once it is done, click on this onboarding status. Now automatically you can see the onboarding initiation status should be success. Sometimes you will see options like cancelled. Sometimes you'll see the options here failed. And if it is successfully initiated, and on the onboarding initiation status column, you will see the option called status. Now, after onboarding 2.0 is initiated, now what is the next step? The hiring manager is the one that who has to review the information about your new hire data, because the data has to be mapping, right, from your recruitment management to your onboarding 2.0. So that is why if you go back to your home page, this particular admin, automatically you will see the onboarding tile is also going to be displayed, and you just scroll down here and you can see there is a onboarding dashboard, and you can see if there are no onboarding candidates are initiated, and you won't find that onboarding dashboard tile on the home page of the particular candidate. Now you can see the employee, right? You can see Taylor Ross, and you can see the due, and there are no pending tasks. And now what you need to do, and you can see the hiring manager column, and you can see the Jada Baker is the one who has to add your new hire task. And there are a lot of tasks, even for example, and I'm going to copy the hiring manager. Now please click on here as a proxy, as a shortcut. One moment. Select the hiring manager ID and enter in the proxy. So now the system is going to act on behalf of the hiring manager. And now you can see here automatically on the home page of the hiring manager, you will find a new hire data for review. So now the process for onboarding, it is going to start, and he is the one who has to assign your onboarding task, and he has to add your new hire data, and a lot of other things are going to happen. And the hiring manager is the one who is responsible for the rest of the things. And once everything, all the tasks are being assigned, and the notification will be initiated for the onboarding. And again, with all the credentials that you'll be receiving as a notification, the onboarding has to check the notification in the email inbox, and he has to correct reset the username and password, login, and complete all the onboarding tasks. So that is actually the process, that how it goes on. And I hope it is clear to everyone about the process that I wanted to show you, that how you can initiate onboarding from your success factors recruitment management to your onboarding 2.0. But this is one method. There are a lot of other methods also we have. You can initiate onboarding 2.0 from application tracking systems. You can initiate onboarding 2.0 even directly manually also. You can add, suppose if you are not integrating from recruitment management from your onboarding, maybe then how you can add the onboarding candidates manually, and you can initiate onboarding 2.0. There are a lot of other methods are there, but this topic that which I wanted to explain, it is all about initiation of the onboarding 2.0 from your recruitment management. I hope it is clear to everyone, and so that it helps everyone. Thank you so much, and see you all again next time with another new topic. Thank you.